I suppose we could sell some of these bales too for money, but they're not worth a ton. I think maybe like $300 or $400 a bale, which probably not worth it. Well, that dude's ready to get unloaded again, of course, as soon as I start. Overshot. Dump, poop it out. Hop out. It's not even midnight yet. These guys are just getting started and we're almost done with the harvest. So we'll have to get up early tomorrow morning. But because we're going to bed so late, we're probably not going to get up too early. I try to give them 8 hours of rest to make it a little more realistic. So probably 8 o'clock in the morning will be our start time. So it's 22:22 right now, so we got another hour and a half of time. Definitely less than an hour of harvesting needs to be done, but by the time we get everything put back to the farm and the cows fed for the night, it might be that late. So let's continue to do this and get this out of the way. But I think that field will be our next big purchase. And that way, the next harvest that we do will be even larger and maybe it'll be more in the $30,000 range. If we add those two big fields, we'll be making, right now it looks like we're going to make about $30,000 total. Right? Because we made 24 approximately. And then another, whatever the rest of the grain is here. But if we add those two giant fields, we're going to have a lot more. Maybe make it a $60,000 yield. That'd be nice. Whoops, I blew it. I like that for Rolling Thunder. And when I watch real farmers, I don't see a lot of windrowing going on with the baling. I see guys out there with balers baling very closely spaced rows of hay and straw. I don't see them with these nicely windrowed. Probably because it's, because it's a frivolous expense for a farmer to spend money on a big windrower. Unless you have a major production facility farm, they probably would rather just spend the day that it takes to get out there and bale. Because honestly, if they have a good tractor and they have a good baler, they could get it done in an afternoon. And if you're a farmer and you're planting all your fields in 3 days and then you're harvesting them in 2 or 3 days, well, you got some extra days there where nothing's going on. You could either spend, $30,000 or $70,000 on a real expensive baler. A real expensive windrower. Or you could just go out there for an extra hour or two and, just do what I'm doing here where there's no additional windrowing going on. We're just collecting the bales. And I have a feeling probably a lot of farmers just decide to save the money and just do the labor. Because really with the tractor, it takes care of a lot of it for you, so you just drive back and forth more. And honestly, with the windrowing, it is an extra step. So unless you have a huge windrower, you're not really saving yourself that much time. And I've found in this game, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like if you over windrow, like let's say I took all the hay and crushed it down into one line of hay, I would actually lose a lot of that hay. Is what I found personally. Oops, dang it. I find that I lose, like, instead of getting, like here, okay, let's say this field just yielded like 20 bales. If I crush that down to one line, I'll only get like 5 bales. I tested this on the Alpine map, the Swiss Alpine map, And I found that I mowed grass, and I got all of the grass that I needed into one line. Like the whole field, I kept windrowing it over and over again until it was down to one line of grass. Well, normally that field would yield like 10 or 11 bales. When I did that, it only yielded like 3 or 4 bales. I was like, what? Where did all the grass go? So I find that over windrowing stuff does not work. Now, I think the crone, probably that huge crone windrower is, the biggest that you do, and you wouldn't like overlap with that. You just do it one pass, and you wouldn't lose any yield. But I thought that was an odd problem. And so if somebody wants to test that out and let me know, I probably will do it at some point. But I feel like you reduce the amount of bales that you get by over windrowing. If you do too many rows, you'll actually reduce the amount that you get. And that is not helpful to your farm because you want as many as you can get. So I find that sometimes just collecting them as they are is better. But with the grass, you have to windrow it because otherwise it's too much of a mess. So I think we'll get the medium-sized windrower at some point. All right. That guy should be able to finish the field without being unloaded again. And we'll finish this up here. Speaking of finishing the field. I guess in real life, the side panels of the roller belt pop open, and there's rope inside there. Obviously, the bales come out with, maybe it wasn't the roller belt. Maybe I'm thinking of the square baler from what I saw online. They open up the side, and there's, rolls of rope, and then, that's what it uses to tie those bales together for the square bales. I'm not sure if that's true on the rounds. There's got to be some kind of wrap that keeps it together, though, I would think. What the heck? Come on. Thank you. Like a netting or something that goes over the outside of the bale that keeps it in one piece. Kind of that white stuff that you can see. Remember, I don't know if you guys ever watched my first season, but my first season I thought they were wrapped. I'm like, hey, they're wrapped. Well, they're not, but I think they have some kind of netting, plastic netting on the outside. Or maybe just like a fiber netting that holds the bale into one big piece. I don't know. All right. All right. All right. So the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. Whee! You excited? I'm excited. The cows are hungry. They're going to get fed. We're about to have happy cows. And as the farm grows, I would say we've been successful, and that was the goal. We've done it. Though we did cheat a little bit by using that silage. But then again, I don't think I really made or lost that much money because I spent the money in the first place on that harvester, which was $200-some thousand, and I only made $100,000 from the silage. So I kind of probably, in the long run, made about $40,000. If I would have just skipped that whole chapter, I probably could have just bought some cows and maybe had a little less money, but it would have been about, it probably comes out in the wash, is what I'm saying, I guess. 4 more rows. Probably give me 2 more bales, 2 or 3 more bales. Ka-chunk. Oops. Screwed up. Got to get every last piece of hay. There cannot, or last piece of straw. No straw left behind. We have a no straw left behind policy. I suppose I could sell some of these and... Nah, we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way. I still have that huge loan outstanding, so we're going to have to pay that back eventually, but... Right now we have all the tools we need to make money. It's not huge money, but it's money. Oh, I messed that one up bad. Oh well, maybe we will leave some straw behind because I don't really care. I'm getting tired. Oh, Arthur. Might be time for bed. I only got like 3 hours of sleep last night. I don't sleep well in hotels. And then somebody had their dog, and I think they went to breakfast and left their dog in their room because the dog was like for like 45 freaking minutes. And I finally called the front desk, and I'm like, I think we were going to get up at 9 o'clock. That's when we were scheduled to get up. Well, the dog woke us up at 7. So I lost 2 hours of sleep on that end. And then because I took pants with me, Gandhi wets the bed sometimes. And so I had to get on diaper duty with her. I had to wake her up every hour and a half and make sure she went to the bathroom so she wouldn't wet the bed. And so I got like 3 hours of sleep after all said and done. But that stupid dog, I'm just like, I called the front desk. I'm like, listen, I'm usually not, I'm pretty passive about stuff, but it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Somebody has their dog in their room, and the dog is barking, and has been barking for at least 20 minutes. You need to send somebody up to take care of this. It's not appropriate. I mean, it was an expensive hotel. It was like a Residence Inn, so I think we paid like $180. And that's, you know, I mean, it's in freaking Trenton, New Jersey, which is the capital city, so it's, the hotels there are expensive, but I didn't feel bad because I talked the girl that I met, she's the director coordinator for the project that I was photographing. She was from California, and she stayed in New York at a fancy hotel, and then took the Amtrak train to the property, and then took the Amtrak train back to New York, stayed another night in New York, and then flew home, or flew to Detroit, so for another project she's doing there. And I was like, well, if she can, I'm not going to feel bad about that, because she probably just spent like $8,000 of the company's money doing these, here I'm spending, I'm getting nervous about spending $170, and then in the long run, they're going to end up paying me $1,000 or more for the photo shoot, and then I'll recoup my expenses too. So it's going to be like like probably a $2,000 bill, but my bill probably will still be cheaper than her bill. So, because with her flight and her train rides and all that stuff, I'm like, most of it I don't make profit on. Most of it is me just, recouping my expenses from a 14 hours of driving on the world's most expensive turnpike. Though Chicago's kind of the same. I've been through the Chicago area, and they nail you on tolls there too. It's just like, geez, guys, you make enough money? Forgot to raise up my pickup unit. Oops, dragging that along the ground. It's probably a $10,000 mistake in real life. Well, you're gonna need a new pickup unit on this baler. Sorry, that'll be $10,000. Farmer cracks. Goes ballistic. Becomes an accountant. Let's see. We're gonna go over here and refill this. We'll let him fill up. We'll take this guy and start collecting bales. Oh, poop. What are you doing? No. Stop it. Oh, for crying out loud. I pressed the wrong button combination. So funny. Hey, what are you doing? Grab the bales. Come on. Like I'll do what they do in real life. Like you pull up next to them, swing it right, and then swing it left. Or don't pick up the bale. Great. Is this broken now? Oh. I'm having a glitch with this thing. I don't know what happened, but it never did this before. But now I'm going to have to freaking unload it all the way. And reload it back up again because the trailer's glitching and I can't pick anything else up. Stupid thing. It'll fix itself once I do this, but now I've got to reload all 4 of those stupid bales. Dag nabbit. Yeah, see that coating on the outside? There's some kind of netting around the outside of these bales that holds them together like that. And so it's got to be netting. It's probably not expensive. It's probably just like hempen net rope stuff. Seven, 8. Oh, and while we're doing this, let's all right, so we got that. No, god dang it. Oh. Crapsicles. Great. Oh well, at least I had it fully loaded. We're just going to run down to the cow farm and drop this off. We're going to make a couple trips. Oh wait, why am I taking this one? I should take the JCB. That's what it's for. In the meanwhile, so let's get like so many steps to each process. I'm gonna unload this dude. Oh crap! Dang! No, this is a sure sign that I need to go to bed. All these wrong button presses. It's like, no, Arthur, this is you just being tired. Ugh. Alright, while he's unloading, we'll finish taking this guy back to the shed. This is where that multiplayer helps. Keep it small. Small, firm. And we will clean this guy off and pack it away. Everything in its right place. It's our little roller belt. That's as clean as she gets. Oops. Plowed face first in that one. Alright, back this in. Ah. Short little stubby trailers are hard to back up. There we go. Not too bad. And for now, I think... Well, we have to pick the windrower up too, but I'm going to do that in a little bit. There's no rush on that. I can even leave that up at the top farm. But it'll bug me, so I'll bring it back down. Alright, so now we're going to go... Where are we doing? Taking this guy All right, so I'm going to put this guy away. I'll join you. We'll catch up in a minute. This will take a while to drive down to the farm, so I'll be back. All right, so we've got the harvester put away. And we're going to take the JCB down to Paradise City. Oh, won't you please take me home? Because this needs to... we need to drop this trailer load off for the rest of our moolah. And then we're going to give these empty trailers to the New Holland, who will drive them back to... You'll see. I got a whole plan going on here now. Because I was discombobulated, but I have recombobulated. So I am now... My combobulator has been properly calibrated. Let's go down and drop these hays off. These little podlings. See the podlings we drop off at the location? Yes. So make some money. Yeah, 2,893. And we make some more money by pulling this lever. I don't know why, but the lever makes more money. The train goes toot toot, and we get paid again, because that makes sense. Alright, so we need to cover these. We have it all covered. And so let us go put other things away. Pretty soon we'll be able to finish collecting things and put other things away. That was very realistic to go around that corner at 400 miles an hour, and everything stayed intact. No sliding, no crashing, no instant death. Yeah, you make more on the outset. Man, we might... I might not buy that field. I'm so tempted to buy that other field. But it's going to really... It's going to really cut into our budget for our next planting. So I think we just need... How many times have I done that where I took the risk and then wished I hadn't? So tonight, instead, we're going to play it safe. I am not going to buy that other field. I'm sad that I can't, but I think we need to save that. Oh, wait, I'm doing the wrong thing here. This is the wrong thing. Oops. I need to save my income, and we'll buy the field with the next rotation of harvest, because at that point then we'll have some additional income coming in. But let me go down here. So my goal was to drop this off here. Uh-oh, Mater's crying. Hey Ryan, see why Mater's crying, please. He loves his little brother, I think. He says he does. So what we're going to do is this guy's going to get put away now. I'm just trying to get ready for nights. Because we still have to... You'll see. I still have to unload... Or still have to feed the cows. So this tractor is going to go down there with the windrower, and I'll get him set up for the cow feeding. And we'll bring the JCB down with the remaining hay bales next, and then we'll feed the cows. Unfortunately, all my tractors will be down there, but we can drive the JCB up for the night. So we've had a full day today. I think this is day 3 for us, but I'm not really counting it this time because we're just kind of going through it. But that was a very full day. Started off with scooping the silage, finished with a nice harvest, and a long break in between as we waited for the harvest to finish growing for our Wheaties to be able to be et. So we'll drop these trailers right here. You ready? We cut them on the fly. And now we're going to grab our stuffs. Our windrowing stuffs. Back into it. Boop, boop, boop. Nope, that was bad. Yes, that was good. Was it good for you? Never mind. Alright, so we're going to turn around and go this way. A lot of running around on this farm. Not exactly the best layout, is it? But I think real farms kind of run into that too, where you have to kind of run back and forth to different parts of the farm. The farm. Not everything is always centrally located. In fact, on a real farm, you probably spend more time driving around because the fields are much larger than they are in the game. And honestly, tractors, you almost never see people driving tractors. Even at 40 kilometers an hour, that is a big stretch. Usually tractors move around at a snail's pace. When I see them here anyway. On the road even, they're not going fast. They're going 10, maybe 15 miles an hour. And there's like a bunch of cars piled up behind them wishing they could go faster. So, yep. Alright, we'll catch up in a minute. We have arrived at the barn. Barney. So now we need to get this guy set up for feeding the cows. Whoops, I got a little fast there. It's not what I wanted to do. Oh, come on. Come on, Pokey Puppy. There we go. Drop that off there. Drop this off here. Pick up my arms. Put these up in the air. Put your arms in the air. There we go. Grab the baler grabber. And we're going to back into this so that I have this weight on the back. Good. Part 1 is done. And all we do is roll on over to the barn. And where did my cow feeder go? There it is. Okay. Then we're going to grab this guy and just drive him over there too. He's going to join in the cow feeding festivities. You'll see what his part to play is. He's going to run the mixer wagon. And we are going to feed the cows right now and get this done with. Alright, so we grab the mixer wagon, pull it out. Park it back here. Whoops. Oh, nice driving. Alright, we're going to come over here. Grab a bale from the side. I wonder how many of these the cows will eat, but this is how you do it. So you grab a bale. And we take it over here. Put her in. Come on, sometimes this thing doesn't do what you want it to do. Now, so we got one grass or hay. Now we need a silage bale. So here's our little silage bale. Whoops. No. There we go. And look at this, it's freaking out. Stop it. And we're going to pop that down in here. Into the mixer. And now we just need one bale of straw. And And the thing that I've noticed is that you can't, it's the weird, the lighting goes away when you get next to it. So it makes it really easy to see what you're doing. There we go, lift that up. Don't knock the other pile over. And bring this over here. And there's our first feeding for the cows. And we can keep doing this for as long as we need to until the cows... Dang it, would you get it in there? Ugh, I need to come straight on. My problem is I came in... This tractor doesn't turn so good. It doesn't turn... Oh, it doesn't turn as well as the other one does. All right, back it up. There we go. And so he should be full up there. So now if we hop into here, you'll see that we have... On our mix, we have... Now, it's not a perfect mix, but it's 33, 33, 33, which is... It makes it mixed rations. So as far as the game is concerned, we have total mixed ration here for our cows, which is what we were looking for. So if we feed them before midnight, there's a chance that we might even get some milk, though it's not going to be a full load for sure. But we should have them to 110%. So by tomorrow night, we will have a full milking. There's 12,000 pounds. And see, it's only 66% full. That's what's weird about this one. But whatever. Maybe the other bales fill it up more, the square bales. So we're just going to keep doing this for a little bit. And then the last thing we'll do is gather the rest of the hay bales or straw bales and bring them down. But for now, we're going to feed our cows more and food. More FUD. So once again, we just grab one of each bale. And have happy cows. Alright guys, so I'm going to keep feeding them. And I'll let you know how many it took when I'm done. I've put like 5 trailer loads in now and it's still not full. 30 cows. 5 trailer loads. Ay, ay, ay. At some point it's got to give. But they obviously are going to need a lot to eat. So anyway... I will continue doing this, but I'm not going to record any more of it because it's obviously the same thing over and over again. I'm running low on hay already, but or straw, but I haven't brought any straw down from the field. So, yeah, it's just there's a lot of feeding going on here. It's probably going to take all of these to get them fed, I guess. I don't know. I've never done it where it took so long to get them fed, but I've also had help on the server when there were that many people doing it. So I just I don't know, it might take another couple trailer loads. In the meanwhile, I'm going to bring the rest of the straw down. I've still got probably a couple trailer loads full of straw that need to come down. And the good news is we probably won't have to do straw for quite a while. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I will catch up with you guys in a minute.